Tori turns right and takes 2 steps forward. Calming his mind, he takes another step forward and assumes natural fundamental posture. The uke approaches the Tori's left from behind and begins the first form, tai. The uke grabs the Tori's belt with both hands, pulls and tries to throw him. The Tori, however, hugs the uke's hips from behind and places his right hand on the uke's left chest to push and break the uke's balance, throwing him over his left knee. Watch the Tori's hands. Notice the feet of both opponents. And now let's look at the ukemi. The Tori pushes and breaks the uke's balance, throwing him across his left knee. The uke spreads his left leg out wide, brings his right foot towards his left and avoids the Tori's left knee. He then spreads his left leg out again in ukemi. On completing ukemi, the uke's legs are spread out wide. After throwing the uke, the Tori opens his left leg to the left and assumes the kurai dori position. And now let's watch the transition from tai to the second form, yume no uchi. As in the previous technique, tai, the Tori tries to throw the uke by pushing and breaking his balance. Using the uke's resistance to break his balance to the fore, the Tori leans back and throws himself backward. The Tori restrains the uke's upper body and pushes him back. The uke holds his ground and pushes back. Using the uke's resistance, the Tori leans back to break the uke's balance. At the same time, he places his right hand on the uke's upper arm and faces him. Notice how the Tori uses his left hand. The Tori's feet are on the right-hand side of the uke's feet. Let's look at the action from behind. The uke is thrown diagonally over the Tori's body and comes to his feet. Upon throwing the uke, the Tori spreads his arms and legs out wide. This nagawaza is called yoko wakare and is a randori waza of Kodokan Judo. And now, watch how the second form, Yume no Uchi, is followed by the third, Ryokuhi. The uke tries to grab the front of the tori's belt with both hands. The tori steps back with his right foot and turns his body to the right, pulling the uke towards him. He then places his hands on the uke's shoulders and throws him directly behind. Watch the tori's hands. Let's look at the action from the other side. In Ryokuhi, the tori throws the uke in one breath. The tori is on the left-hand side. Watch his right foot carefully. The uke swings his right foot out and strikes the mat with his right hand in ukemi. And now from the third form, Ryokuhi, to the fourth, Mizuguruma. The tori grabs the uke's right hand and tries to throw him forward. Using the uke's resistance, the tori pushes the uke and breaks his balance to the rear. As the uke resists, the tori falls back and throws him over, just as in Yume no Uchi. The tori grabs the uke's wrist and pushes the back of his hand up to his forehead, while at the same time pressing the small of the uke's back and breaking the uke's balance to the rear. Using the uke's resistance, the tori pulls forward and upsets the uke's balance. Notice the feet movement of the tori on the right-hand side. Let's look at the ukemi. The uke slaps the mat with his right hand just above the tori's left shoulder and falls diagonally over the tori in ukemi. And now going from the fourth form, Mizuguruma, to the fifth, Mizunagare. After finishing Mizuguruma, the tori and uke take up the following positions to begin Mizunagare. They stand diagonally about 5 meters apart. The uke goes for the tori's chest with an imaginary dagger.